I can speak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 92.1 FM Radio Pesona, your best information station. Hello, good afternoon Pesona Inspira. How are you today? And this is a special day because every Monday we gonna practicing our English speaking. Of course, in I Can Speak program with Valia and of course Iqbal.
Yeah, it's so great to meet Pesona Inspira again after a week.
Yes.
Yes, last week Valia can join in early program. She joined in the middle of the program, but right now both of us join in the very beginning of the program. So great to meet Pesona Inspira again. To remind you about this program, I'm gonna tell you. So this is actually a collaboration program between Pesona Radio and Fakultas Bahasa dan Sastra.
And of course, this program is designing for you guys, Pesona Inspira, who doesn't really, doesn't have a place to practicing your English speaking ability. So jangan takut kalau gabung di sini harus fasih gitu ya. Karena sebetulnya memang didesain untuk teman-teman atau Pesona Inspira yang belum fasih biar berani berlatih bareng-bareng sama Iqbal dan juga Valia tentunya.
Yeah, so just use this program as your practice platform ya. Jadi bisa gunakan program ini sebagai sarana untuk belajar bahasa Inggrisnya karena kita juga masih belajar.
Yes, even we are not an expert, but we can be a partner to speaking. And of course, today we have a special guest too, our co-host from Unsik, of course, FBS Unsik, right? Yeah. Hello, maybe you can say hello for Pesona Inspira.
Hello everyone, I'm Hisma Azara. I'm from English Education Study Program. Now I'm at third semester of this program.
Okay, you're on third semester. See, yeah. I bet you it's been like your 5th time?
Yeah, I guess it's about 5 times.
Yeah, 5 or even 6. You've been here for so many times, so you're not nervous anymore. You're supposed to.
Yeah, I try to actually.
Tapi tenang aja Pesona Inspira karena selain Hisma yang sudah hadir bareng sama kita, nanti bakalan ada temennya Hisma satu lagi yang akan gabung tentunya bareng kita di sini.
Betul sekali. Dan setiap harinya, setiap minggunya kita punya topik spesial yang akan kita diskusikan dan tentunya topiknya juga bukan topik-topik yang berat. Topik-topik yang mungkin Pesona Inspira sudah pernah melalui atau melewatinya. Betul ya Iqbal ya?
Betul banget. So what are we gonna discuss for today's episode?
So today we're going to discuss about self-development through first year of college.
Through first year of college, yeah. Even though it's already your second year since your third semester.
I guess.
Yeah. This is your second year. Yeah. How is your first year so far?
My first year is going well actually because at first year I already joined some student activity unit atau UKM. Jadi waktu semester pertama aku udah join UKM Bahasa ya, UKM Nawasena. Terus at my second semester I join HMP. Yeah, just these two because I think I just can handle these two organizations, so I don't take more.
Okay, so for the second years, do you think that the first years is the best time for you to improve yourself or for development yourself?
Yeah, I think it's the best time for us to increase our ability at college life because karena bakal ada peralihan ya. Karena di SMA terus ke kuliah itu pasti ada kayak peralihan gitulah. So I think it's better for us to join some activity there to increase our skills, or maybe we can make more friends than in the class itself.
Yeah. For me, like the most challenging part to become the first year is like you need to menyesuaikan diri. I mean like the culture between high school and college is so different. Kayak ritme belajarnya juga gimana cara pembelajarannya juga. And then in the college we become more responsibility with ourselves karena kalau di SMA kita berasa bahwa ada yang mengatur gitu, tapi waktu kita di perguruan tinggi rasanya kita lebih more independent about that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And beside it, we have to we considering that we are the youngest student in our university, but we have to early, what is it like, adaptation. So it's really difficult for anybody who can get some focus. Ya, jadi ini benar-benar tahun pertama tuh belum bisa dikatakan itu hal yang mudah karena memang selain yang Iqbal katakan tadi, kita juga menyadari kalau kita tuh masih dianggap bawang puk karena kita belum punya junior. Kita yang masih paling muda kan. Jadi mau nanya juga masih takut serba salah, ya nggak sih? Masih takut kayaknya mau melangkah, khawatir masih anak baru nih nanti dikira kenapa gitu kan.
But because since you become the youngest person in the college when you were in the first year, you found any like a unique senior, maybe someone who inspired you, or maybe someone makes you annoy when there exists or around you, or maybe someone just inspired so much?
Yeah, I think I found someone who like joining so much organization.
Really?
And,
how many?
I think about 4 or some, because
That's
in
crazy.
every event there are people. Those people already there.
Oh yeah, every
Always.
single event it's and a different event. There always be there or something like that. Yeah. I have one friend who always exists in every single event. Like, how are you thinking about college? Are you just thinking about your organization? Sometimes like I don't even see them in the class, but I always see them in activities in some event. It's some weird decision karena menurutku keputusan mereka untuk join beberapa organisasi, nongol di semua event, tapi waktu kelas kok aku kayak nggak pernah lihat gitu.
Or maybe the reason why sis or they are coming to university is because they want to get an organization, not for school, not for studying, but for organization. Oke, Pesona Inspira, buat Pesona Inspira juga yang mungkin ya pengen bergabung ngobrolin tentang pengalaman Pesona Inspira selama kuliah mungkin, atau mungkin selama sekolah di tahun pertama. Apakah Pesona Inspira pernah mengalami perkembangan self development, perkembangan diri gitu ya? Apakah merasa lebih dewasa atau mungkin hal-hal lain? Boleh di sharing sama kita di 082323839996. Jangan lupa juga nanti kita juga akan ada segmen listener time dan pastinya ada learn with Pesona ya. Dan saat ini Iqbal, kita akan kasih satu lagu pembuka untuk Pesona Inspira untuk relax dulu sebentar. Setelah satu komersial berikut ini kita akan kembali lagi. So here is it. I can speak. Yes, Pesona Inspira, you're still hearing I Can Speak program, which is a collaboration program, and we can improving our English speaking, and of course, Pesona Inspira can get practice from us or with us. And today we have a special topic about self-development through first years of college. And now we have one co-host that I think a bit late, but not really late. So maybe you can introduce yourself first.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. I can hear your voice.
Okay. Hi, Pesona Inspira. My name's Ananda Nur Rahmadanti. You guys can call me Nanda or Ananda as well. I'm in the 3rd semester of English Education Department of UNSIK.
Okay. So this is your 2nd year too. Same with Hisma, and of course
we're classmates though.
Okay.
But why you guys choose this topic? Are you feel like you have some struggle in your first year, or you thought like your first year are the best so far? Why you choose this topic?
Me personally choose this topic because I feel I have a very great journey through self-development in the first uni. That's why I think this kind of interesting and can relate with her too.
Now, since you already have a younger classmate, what you guys look at your younger or your junior? Are you guys treat them like the way your senior treat you?
Oh no. Are you give the hard time too for the junior?
Because sometimes I don't know. I try to treat my junior as my senior treat me.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I did the same thing as they did to me. Yeah.
What a revenge though.
My senior treat me so well.
Oh yeah, same.
Are so kind.
Yeah.
Seuzon ya, aku maafin.
Gak boleh gitu. My senior are so kind to me. That's why I need to be good for my junior. What about you guys? Maybe he's my first.
How do I treat my
your senior, your junior?
How do I treat my junior? I just treat them just like my friend. Actually, I'm not gonna treat them like I'm the senior and you're junior, so we're different or something like that. No, I'm not gonna doing that because kayak dari pengalaman pribadi juga kayak lebih asik aja kalau misal sama senior.
As a friend.
Yeah, as a friend.
So is your senior also treat you like they're your friends?
No.
No. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not gonna ask more.
Okay, no comment sih, takut.
Abis ini takutnya ada yang dengerin gitu ya.
Aduh, hot news.
How about you?
How do I treat junior? I guess because I'm the only child at home, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at them, I feel very excited because I get called as big sis.
Yeah.
Kayak dipanggil mbak tuh, especially with those are girls.
Yeah.
Like we're like girlhood. Terus kayak find some of them there are Swiftie too.
Yeah.
Yang terus kayak tukeran playlist apa gitu. Aku kayak ngerasa senang aja sih jadi punya adik tuh kayak gini, kayak gitu.
Okay. I do get it, that kind of experience because I'm also an only child.
Yeah.
When the first, I'm not experienced it in second year. I experienced it in the third year. Actually, in the third, I become some kind of like tutor for my lecture, something like that. So a lot of my junior asking me about the stuff, college stuff, and about some of the theory. That's why I feel like this is how become a brother. Jadi ini rasanya menjadi seorang kakak yang memang kadang sering ditanyain PR atau sering ditanyain tugas, something like that.
Yeah.
It give me that kind of vibe actually.
Yeah. It feels like happy because we have someone or junior who need us to asking about our experience, and of course is menumbuhkan rasa wah keren juga ya gue ditanyain ya gak sih?
When actually we're not really expert on that kind of field, but at least we can give like another POV maybe.
Yeah, that's right. And you guys maybe, do you have any a struggle things that you have to facing when you are in your first years in college?
I think my first year just the struggle is like mungkin kayak I have not that much friend here at Unsik because my friend is in the outside Wonosobo, so I think why I joined some organization because I want to make a friend actually. Instead of just making friend with my classmate, I want to make a friend with the other major, maybe like in the healthy kayak di Vikas atau apa gitu. Buat nambah relasi aja sebenarnya sama pengalaman juga.
Okay, because of our topic is self-development through the first years of college, and you are now in second years of college. Do you think that you are already developed, or do you think that I'm not developing enough?
I think I start and I still learn to develop myself to get better than myself before. So I just trying to develop my English skill and my other skill at those organization.
Okay. Biasanya memang di tahun kedua sedikit lumayan lega, tapi tetap merasa belum sepenuhnya puas mendapatkan ilmu-ilmunya. Kalau Nada gimana?
In my first uni, in my first uni, I think I had the different experience with Hisma because I was graduated from SMA 2, right?
Okay.
And like there were so many SMA 2 people that daftar Unsik gitu. So I've already had some in many other faculties. Walaupun kayak beda-beda fakultas, cuma kan rasanya ya udah punya teman gitu loh, nggak sendiri banget gitu. And like do I think I already developed? I guess in some skills yes, and in some skills still processing gitu.
Oke. So di tahun kedua ini belum ngerasa yang benar-benar sudah develop atau sudah merasa udah developed banget nih?
Mungkin kalau dipresentasiin ya Mbak, maybe as like 70%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
At least
good.
that you feel that you're changing and you're growing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of feeling.
Okay. I think the hardest part in the first year of university is you gonna experience a lot of first experience.
Yeah,
Bakalan ngalamin
A lot
banyak
of first
banget,
time, yeah.
banyak banget hal-hal yang pertama kali. Actually, the hardest part is making. I try to have friends as much as I can, same as Hisma, but to find it the right circle that you can count on, it's
Yeah.
the hardest one.
Yeah.
Sebenarnya kan kita pengen berteman sama siapa aja, tapi that you make your very match friends that you can count on in every single situation is the hardest one in the first year
Yeah,
of
it's
university.
countable.
Yeah.
Kadang kan pengen nyari teman yang yaudahlah bisa setiap saat gitu. Walaupun sebenarnya berteman sama siapa aja.
Yeah, we said what is it like a friends problem? We have to self development about anything. I mean nggak cuma soal pertemanan juga ya, mungkin juga soal adaptasi dalam hal pelajaran. Kalau di SMA mungkin kita ada penjurusan tubal kan, ada IPA, IPS gitu. Mungkin di kuliah juga ada penjurusan ya, ada ambil akuntansi, bla 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 bla, tapi tetap ada mata kuliah dasar yang mungkin kepikirannya aku nggak pengen mata kuliah itu, ternyata di mata kuliah atau di pelajaran kuliah itu ada mata kuliah dasar yang harus kita ambil juga. Jadi pendewasaannya juga nggak hanya soal perkuliahan. Ada nggak pengalaman yang melalui proses pendewasaan tersebut tapi lewatnya itu akademis gitu, atau mata kuliah atau dosen, yang hal-hal seperti itu pernah nggak?
Dilempar ya guys. Kalau lewat in academic way, I guess there's some lectures in my there was a lecture in my first in my first uni that he's a very freaking disciplined kind of lecturer, like very disciplined, like very strict toward assignments.
I have
and then,
one actually.
yeah, and like most of his assignments usually individual. Yeah, individual. She knows that. Individual, and like apparently most of us feel the same. Kayak he's dangerous though gitu. So kayak no matter what the situation is, we better say yes to him. Like kayak
He's
gitu.
the one that give a vibe that we need to avoid him no matter what happened.
Iya, kayak in the middle gitu loh, kayak maju kena mundur kena gitu. Kayak if we attend his class and we got the heavy tasks to do, like because it's basically individual assignments, but if we are not attend the task, lebih salah gitu loh. Karena kayak the presence ya, kayak presensinya kayak very important, sangat diperhitungkan gitu, kayak nggak hadir sekali tuh langsung ketinggalan sebab rasanya gitu kayak maksudnya nanti pas pertemuan selanjutnya lagi kita datang ya kosong sih, nggak apa sih yang dibahas kemarin, karena terus beliau tuh and then takut tersepil.
Gak bisa disensor.
Yes, and then what I think pas first time banget, of course I was very shocked of his way of teaching. Ya karena HP-nya dikumpulin.
In college?
That's really strict.
Dikumpulin asli, I swear to God.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
like
something new.
Yeah, in my first uni, me and my friends were like, damn, dikumpulin loh gitu. Padahal kan he teach English stuff ya, that most of my friends still need to translate and stuff, like googling and stuff. So ya dikumpulin ya mati gaya banget. Ya kan, terus yang biasanya diem-diem kayak nggak nyimak nih malah cetan gitu kan ya, mati gaya kan karena dikumpulin gitu. He's like very strict. Terus sebenarnya kalau misal tingkat kesulitan tugasnya tuh nggak yang banget lah, nggak yang
it's
masih
still reasonable.
Yeah, and like why I think this lecture really helped me in self development, because his discipline. Aku kayak ngambil positifnya, dia disiplin. Berarti gitu. Terus kayak disiplin dan memang selama nurut tuh pasti bagus nilainya.
Ya,
kayak kata kunci pertama tuh nurut, terus tugas full keisi semua gitu, kayak no matter gimana caranya. Terus kayak tugas individunya tuh beliau biasanya presentasi gitu, kayak misal we are he gave us the material print out gitu, biasanya kayak soft file dan we need to print out that ya, terus kayak harus di print out, dipahami sendiri gitu. Nah nanti tuh emang presentasinya tuh boleh mengembangkan pakai bahasa sendiri gitu. So I think that's beliau sudah agak toleransi lah gitu, kayak boleh lah bahasanya dikembangkan sendiri kayak gitu. Menurutku udah lumayan digampangin gitu loh, walaupun kalau misal
he give you a way to get a good score, right?
Even he has like a killer image, but he can give a good result for you guys. So you can feels like I'm become a discipline, you are become a diligent.
And then if it's about presentation, some of my friends had related kayak kalau misal nilainya nih kayak agak kurang gitu, beliau ngasih kesempatan to redo it, remedi lah.
So actually he is so kind person.
Yeah, actually. Asal nurut.
That's it. Maybe I'm not really related with theoretically because back then in my vocational high school I already take a major like computer and network engineering, and in my college I took informatic engineering, so it's not really far away from that. But the things that makes me shocked is actually in one semester we have like 2 until 4 math. Jadi mata kuliah matematika itu ada 2 sampai 4 makul. Can you imagine that?
I won't imagine that.
In one semester, and then one of those is actually like for SKS.
Damn. So it's like 16 SKS.
Yes, it's almost like that. Like I ever experienced like maybe 3 or 4. This is the hardest one. And one of the math lecture is actually, she is the most hard person that I ever met. Because in my faculty, most of the lecture is like mereka kuliahnya itu santai, kayak dosen-dosen di fakultasku itu terkenal kuliahnya itu mereka kayak enggak saklek gitu ya.
Flexible.
They treat us like their friends gitu. Jadi ada beberapa dosen yang nggak mau dipanggil Pak, bisa manggil Mas aja atau Mbak aja gitu. Kalau ketemu saya di jalan tolong disapa. Terus nggak usah kaku-kaku, nunduk-nunduk kalau ketemu di depan saya, santai aja, jalan aja, yang penting disapa gitu. Karena mostly the lecture di fakultasnya aku kayak gitu. But one lecture, she is actually like one of the killer one. So kita kan jarang banget disuruh yang beli buku something like that kan, but she made the rule that we need to buy one specific book. And then after that dia menaruh presensinya itu bukan sebagai acuan nilai. Jadi kalau misalnya kamu tidak masuk 2 kali berarti kamu nggak boleh ikut UTS, something like that. Jadi bukan sebagai acuan nilai tapi kayak sebagai syarat kayak gitu loh. Jadi
ancaman.
Dan kalau dosen-dosen, all of my lecture have like batas telat gitu. Kayak boleh deh telat asal 10 menit, asal 15 menit. She give no for late, not even for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Jadi walaupun datang ke kelas, kamu akan terhitung alpha.
That's also
God.
same with this lecture though.
Walaupun datang ke kelas, kamu akan terhitung alpha.
So you better than not coming in class when
If you're
you
not
are
coming
late.
in class, can you imagine math without classes? Math is hell. If you're not coming to classes, at least lu dapat ilmunya walaupun nggak terhitung
nangkep.
absen. Jadi nanti lu berusaha untuk nangkep ya gitu, walaupun sebenarnya nggak paham juga. And then the one shocking thing is she also actually give you a way to get a good score. Asal nurut itu sebenarnya nilainya bagus. Kalau mau UTS ataupun UAS dikasih kisi-kisi kok. Kayak misalnya dalam satu soal itu ada rumus sampai 6 atau 7 buah rumus. Untuk ngerjain satu soal dia cuma bilang nanti rumus yang dipakai cukup rumus nomor 3 sama nomor 8 misalnya gitu. So she give a very specific clue. Cuman dia memberikan remedi yang banyak. Jadi there's a one person in my classes actually, she took her class in 2nd semester until the 3rd semester. My friend still do her remedial. Jadi pernah dia remedi sampai 9 kali di one subject. Jadi remedi dari remedi gitu. Karena ada beberapa orang kan ya udahlah dikasih tugas untuk perbaikan nilai, kalau dia enggak, dia harus melakukan remedial yang bertubi-tubi gitu. Sampai bisa. Jadi
sampai males sih itu.
Iya, my friends, rekornya temenku adalah 9 kali remedi. 9 kali.
What a right core.
Iya.
Oke, tapi hikmah dari ceritanya Nanda sama Iqbal itu berarti orang-orang walaupun mungkin image-nya itu serem, killer, sebenarnya mereka tuh banyak memberikan peluang dan baik banget
They also
gitu.
actually give it away ya. Karena ada beberapa lektor yang sebenarnya baik gitu, tapi kalau udah nilainya jelek tidak memberikan peluang untuk perbaikan.
Kebalikannya.
Actually.
Betul.
Iya sih.
Valia punya lecturer yang kebalikannya sama Iqbal. He always say that it's okay for you to not come in class, but actually when I'm not coming class because of I'm sick, he give me the hard time like dia kasih tugas tapi aku tuh nggak boleh ngerjain tugas itu. Dan aku minta tugas lain nggak boleh. Jadi intinya bulet aja terus gitu sampai akhirnya I have to give him something that I think this is really precious for him. Intinya buat merelakan rasa amarahnya aja gitu. Jadi I have to give some gift for him, and he start to release their anger. Jadi mulai saat itu baru mulai pelan-pelan mau diajak ngobrol, mau ngasih tugas pengganti. Itu malah orang-orang yang kelihatan baik di depan itu lebih berbahaya.
Like lecture have a different character. Even we need to treat them different
way. Personally beda-beda sih.
Makanya itu yang jadi PR waktu college itu struggle-nya adalah understanding lecturernya
and their habits.
Mereka.
Their mood.
Lecturer yang moody.
God. That one lecturer of mine very moody person.
I
very
remember.
moody. Terus kayak if he already give the time for presentation, harus di jam itu gitu. Soalnya kayak he thinks he's very busy with another agenda and stuff. Terus kalau misal ya kan kita semisal ada apa kadang matkul nabrak atau anything like that. Iya kan, and then kita tuh mengusahakan gitu loh, kayak ngemis Pak presentasi lah Pak habis zuhur ya Pak habis zuhur. Itu kayak dia kayak bilang ya saya kan udah ngasih waktu tadi ya, itu your fault lah gitu. Dan itu kan ketar-ketir ya digituin.
In my case actually like my faculty don't have a lot of classroom. So we oftenly get on second di kampus 2. Karena fakultasku tidak punya kelas ya. Jadi kita kebanyakan kuliah di kampus 2 because this person are so busy. This person he always told us to looking for no matter faculty but only on the campus, di kampus pertama gitu. Jadi dia selalu menginginkan bahwa kuliahnya itu harus di kampus pertama. Padahal jadwalnya dia itu di kampus 2. Sedangkan kita yang dikasih PR untuk keliling tiap fakultas cari ruangan, something like that. And if you got no room, then no classes.
Oh my God.
If you have no classes, no absence.
Why does this become your responsibility?
Because he felt that he's super busy with his activity. He don't have a time to go to the kampus 2.
Yeah,
gitu.
but I mean this should be the responsibility of the staff.
Lecturer,
This happen all the time.
Harusnya kan jadi tanggung jawabnya tugas pendidik itu
I
kan.
remember one day, I need to kayak ke TU, Bu, ada di jam sekian ada ruang kelas yang kosong enggak gitu.
My God.
We're looking for it, like really I do really did that.
Because some of the lecturers that kayak gitu personalnya, because kayak he thinks he's very busy, like the busiest person in the whole wide world, and then he thinks kayak you guys needed me lah.
Gitu, you guys the one who need
kamu
me.
yang butuh gitu
really
loh Mbak. Jadinya tuh kayak cari kelasnya lah gitu.
If you don't get any classroom, that means no classes. No classes, no absence.
I can understood why people maybe act like they are the busiest person, but in my opinion, when a lecturer is a busy person, they should ask the staff to looking for the class, not the student who looking for the class. I thought
maybe he also used the staff for another purpose.
Okay.
So kalian ya Allah cari ruang
kelas
dong
tuh,
gitu kan. Because back then my faculty don't have a lot of classroom. That's why we always use kampus 2. That's why we struggle a lot.
So why you don't choose like alun-alun square to be your class, so you can be what is it
Ya
like
kan
a
dia nggak mau
jajan juga?
jauh.
Ke kampus 2 aja nggak mau ya.
Dia nggak mau jauh, makanya that's
Okay.
why it happened. But actually people like that always give away to give a good score, asalkan manut sebenarnya. Jadi sebenarnya
Okay.
orang-orang yang kayak gitu walaupun mungkin karakteristiknya sedikit unik, orang-orang seperti itu selalu ngasih jalan buat dapat nilai yang bagus.
Oke, at least dia masih punya kelebihan ya.
Ada kelebihan.
Ada
Masih
kelebihannya
ada
tetap
kindness-nya.
kasih nilai bagus. Oke. Jadi dari sepanjang obrolan tadi ternyata self developmentnya juga lewat dosen-dosen ya guys.
Iya.
Yeah.
Pendewasaannya adalah belajar menghandle berbagai macam karakteristik manusia.
Iya.
Dan situasi.
Good. Tapi pernah juga nggak self developmentnya di tahun pertama itu kayak kamu udah mulai jatuh cinta entah sama teman sekelas atau kakak kelas, but you are have to what is it like facing your grades too, you have to facing your lecturer too. Jadi ada nggak pengalaman self development yang arahnya ke asmara juga?
He's my first.
Okay, he's my first maybe.
Go ahead.
If we're talking about something like that, I think I don't have any
But
that's related.
no, maybe you just have like some crush to your senior or something like that. Just like maybe you admire him so much or something like that.
Not a crush, but only admire him.
Admire him,
Yeah.
okay.
Sometimes I think.
Siapa tuh?
Stop, Nanda, stop.
Sometimes I watch some senior that really active at
Ah, yeah,
every
yeah.
event and his public speaking very good, or he has
Siapa
already a lot of friends.
Stop wondering.
Not a crush actually, but just admire him.
Admire him.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes
As an
you want to become like
inspiration.
him, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Aku nyelamatin lo Hisma, aku yang nyapu Hisma.
Life savior.
Habis ini kayaknya jadi panjang ya, minta ditanyain inisial habis ini.
Habis ini spill the tea.
Kalau Nanda gimana nih? Pernah nggak?
Kalau
Pernah
aku,
sih,
kalau aku kayak, I think I found someone that senior sih.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
I think I found someone because kayak I don't know ya, I haven't decided what kind of feeling is that.
Okay.
Kayak, but I don't really think it's a crush. It's
Uh-uh.
like kalau Hisma kan it's like admire. For me it's admire and comfortable.
oh, okay. You comfort around
Comfort.
him. Maybe.
I feel comfortable because apa ya, he has ya sama sih kayak a good public speaking, tapi
yeah.
apa ya, he acts just like an usual man. Nggak apa ya, nggak senioritas.
Oh,
I mean
yeah,
kayak he's
yeah.
very low key. Kayak because for me personally apa ya, the most attractive person is the person who's low key.
Maybe both of
Not-
you admire one same person.
Enggak kayaknya deh. Terus kayak apa ya? Because kayak for me, no matter how smart you are, but when you flexing, you're
No,
such
yeah,
a big
I
no.
have flexing, big no. Sorry
Yeah,
for
kayak
that.
no big no for flexing
Yeah.
gitu loh. But like the low key one is very attractive.
yeah,
kayak misalnya kayak dia very humble, sangat kayak ya udah biasa aja kok aku gitu, tapi at the same time dia juga nggak rendah diri. Ya rendah hati tapi nggak rendah diri, nggak
Okay,
yang
okay.
minder, just in the middle gitu. Kayak terus kalau misalnya yang flexing gitu kan sometimes kayak he wants to be kelihatan banget loh,
Oh, he want to
kayak
be star.
terlalu mencolok.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then unfortunately malah yang menonjol gitu tuh kadang nggak mutu. Kayak I mean, they're just kind of empty.
Yeah, they're just loud.
Yeah, just loud.
They're just loud.
Loudly nothing.
They're just
Jadi
loud.
kayak I start to, and why I think why did I feel comfort because kayak apa ya, I think he's such a good listener gitu, for
okay.
like sharing stuff. Terus kayak there's so many advice that I can get from him. Kalau misal this kind of situations of organizations, terus kayak how do I face it, kayak menghadapinya gimana, dia kan mesti udah pernah kayak gitu, that kind of sharing
So
sih.
he is know that you are admiring him.
Yes, it's like
I think he got a sign when you admire him. Is he recognized that you admire him or had a crush on him?
is he realized?
Yeah.
Realize it.
I think he realized, he knows that.
Like I don't know why. Maybe it's a boy's feeling.
Okay.
Maybe it's a boy's feeling. Like I'm not gonna tell about this, but we have that kind of feelings that when someone treat us differently in a different way, look at us in a different eye, we got a feeling, but I don't know, when we don't really want it, we just keep quiet. We just really keep quiet.
Because emang prinsipnya tuh if he wants, he would dong.
Jadi
kalau emang nggak ada kemajuannya, berarti nggak usah. Because I also have one boy best friend. So I know that kind of point of view. Jadi dia kayak, oh he pasti realize. Cuma emang apa ya, the difference tuh kadang making progress atau enggak, that's it gitu. Tapi kalau realize tuh pasti nggak mungkin nggak kerasa sih.
One of my friends ever asked me like,
kok jadi beda topik ya ini?
when you admire someone in the college, actually in a very early of year in university, that means like the one who admire it have really small experience in the college. Karena mungkin karena mereka di tahun pertama, sosoknya juga langsung yang mungkin ada di sekitar, yang sering terlihat, jadi mungkin admire-nya because you're the only one who there sees gitu, yang karena kalian doang yang dilihat gitu. Jadi mungkin that kind of feeling still gonna missing up with another feeling, so just don't take it that far.
Iya sih, don't take it personal.
Karena masih first year juga kan, mungkin melihat sosok yang seperti itu masih belum banyak juga gitu. Jadi mungkin perasaannya
pas udah banyak kayak usual ya kayak gitu.
Karena mungkin sosoknya belum banyak gitu.
I think when we have like a crush or admire person, it's connected with our self development in the first years, because when we falling in love when we was in senior high school, it's really different when we falling in love in university or college. Jadi kalau zaman SMA kan kayaknya ditolak aja bisa langsung nangis gitu ya. Kayak cengeng gitu. Tapi kalau kuliah kan beda banget kan. Kita membawa diri untuk menyampaikan pesan perasaan dan kesana kita tuh akan berbeda gitu. Dan kalau Nanda itu ngerasa kayak walaupun dia nggak ngebales, tapi rasanya kayak ngasih advice yang berharga untuk Nanda gitu kan.
Yes, I think because kayak kalau untuk aku ngerasa nggak dibales, enggak juga sih, because I don't think I had a crush on him. It's just comfort gitu loh apalagi
aku confession.
Apalagi aku tunggal juga kan, and I've always dreaming of having a big bro. So kayak kalau misal punya kakak cowok kayak gini nih enak gitu, kayak there's a partner of sharing and stuff.
So that's the point that you get a self development from him.
Yes, get motivated.
Motivated. But actually, in the very first year of university, the first person we were gonna falling in love in biasanya kan kakak-kakak tingkat yang ngurusin ospek. Sering sekali kayak gitu. Or maybe you still like kakak tingkat yang ngurusin ospek kalian kayak gitu doang gitu.
Iya sih.
You don't really get a vibe that I admire kakak tingkat yang ngurusin ospek gitu. Enggak. You don't really have that kind of vibe.
No.
You know, Iqbal, I think that Nanda has already so many grow up because of when we are meet in the first meet in I Can Speak, they are really, I'm sorry, she is really quiet, but maybe because of there are so many good advice from him, she got a chance in a good way, I mean.
I also experienced with Hisma, like the first episode. I do really remember that the first episode of Hisma, he only said a few simple words. Like she don't speak
She's
that
shy
much.
though.
She's shy. She's always like, every time we have a break, sometimes we have a conversation, but every time we have a commercial break, she's gonna sit quiet.
That's also my first impression of her. It's kayak when we were first met, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so quiet. It feels like, is that because she's shy or like not comfortable enough with the surroundings or stuff? Terus kayak kan kalau udah diem kayak mau duluan tuh bukan ganggu gitu loh.
But now I saw her differently, like
now I saw her differently.
More, like she sometimes start kayak memulai duluan juga. Gitu.
You two guys already changing in a good way.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. And maybe it's because one of the reason is because admire. It's self development it coming from all factor, all
So
several
many
factors.
ways.
Yeah, so many ways. Yeah.
Okay, for Persona Inspira, don't go anywhere. After this commercial break, we'll be right back. So buat yang mau WhatsApp ataupun join bareng kita, nomor WhatsApp Radio Persona juga masih sama, ada di 0823 2383 9996.
So here is it. I can speak.
Okay, welcome back to 92.1 FM Persona Radio, your best information station. Still with me, Valia, Hisma, and also Nanda. We're still talking about apa nih? Aku mendadak lupa dengan judul
Self
kita.
development through first years of college.
Oke, betul banget. Jadi pengalaman-pengalaman kita di first year university yang ngebuat kita berkembang sampai sejauh ini masih kita bahas ya secara lengkap, dicampur sama pengalaman-pengalaman pribadi tentunya.
Bener banget. Dan dari tadi kita udah ngobrolin arahnya nggak cuma soal lecture yang bisa jadi self development, tapi juga percintaan ya. Ternyata banyak sosok kakak kelas yang dikagumi sama teman-teman di sini.
Betul sekali. Ternyata kakak kelas memberikan dampak yang signifikan juga ya.
Betul. Dan ngomong-ngomong, maybe you have any what is it like you even heard about your junior is
Yeah. Is there any junior that already told you about their story?
Yeah.
Kayak udah curhat-curhat gitu-gitu nggak?
Ada sih.
Apa? Struggle-nya mereka sekarang lagi apa kebanyakan?
Ya, struggle-nya mungkin lebih ke karena aku di Nawasena ngajar ya Inggris Advance. Like most of them strugglingnya yang dan kelas advance tuh ya somehow didominasi juga sama anak PBI.
Oh, oke.
Ya, jadi kayak paling kalau curhat sih ya lebih ke kayak Mbak gimana sih biar Inggrisnya itu gitu
Meningkat
fluent
gitu.
gitu.
Oke,
Makanya
oke.
kan kebanyakan mungkin ikut Nawasena biar itu ya, dia punya partner gitu-gitu. Tapi ya paling nek curhat-curhat ya struggle kayak gitu, yuk grumeli dos.
That happened a lot. Like
Ya.
first you're
Mbak,
talking about their lecture.
Mbak ibu-ibu itu tuh emang gitu yang kuat ya. Paling gitu sih.
Iya.
kayak
Me also.
emang gitu
When
apa
I'm
yuk
still in the
gimana?
junior, I'm asking my senior about bukannya gitu cara ngehandle-nya
Iya,
gitu, biar dia baik itu gimana, biar dia ngasih nilai yang bagus gimana. Kalau misalnya udah terlanjur dikasih nilai yang jelek, apakah aku harus inisiatif dulu?
Iya,
Apakah tunggu inisiatif dari
tungguin.
beliau? Iya, kan cara ngehandle orang beda-beda. Ya.
Betul. Terus juga kayak paling struggle ini sih pelajaran sih jamnya kan jam kuliah nggak
betul.
kayak sekolah sih kayak harus apa ya, kalau misal kantoran mungkin 9 to 5 misal harus kayak di situ terus. Kalau kuliah kan jeda matkul nih kan bebas kemana-mana dulu. Nah itu kayak pada struggle managing time-nya juga masih penyesuaian.
Oke. Since we're
kayak-
talking about managing time, how you guys manage your time when in the first
Keren
university?
banget bridgingnya host kita satu ini.
Karena mau ngomong manage
Hisma
time kan.
first.
Gimana waktu kamu kan ikut organisasi juga nih Hisma?
Yeah, at my second semester, I think. How do I manage my time? I think I try to balance both of them because I joined two organization, but sometimes those two organizations sometimes held the same event in the same week.
Yeah, at the same
I
time.
think it's kind of hard for me to get to do all of those job.
Oke.
Karena di satu organisasi aku kan sebagai sekretaris, di satu lagi aku jadi desain, so I think it's really struggling.
Bukan main.
Tapi pernah nggak kayak seketeteran itu kayak burn out gitu, saking time-nya memang mepet-mepet satu sama lain.
Pernah waktu event kemarin ini,
I know that.
karena kan Nawasena juga kemarin ada makrab temu bahasa tanggal berapa ya?
5 Oktober.
Ya 5 Oktober. Terus di minggu berikutnya ada makrab PBU, jadi aku
2 minggu setelahnya lah ya.
setelahnya. Terus I think I have to do some pamphlet, harus edit, dan itu tuh baru selesai H-2. Itu pun paginya
Mepet
udah
ya.
mepet
Iya sih,
banget,
Hisma
ngebut
setiap tak
banget.
tanya kayak mesti ana deadline.
Ada deadline yang mengejar
Yeah.
ya.
Iya.
Deadline itu yang menguatkan.
Iya,
So
betul.
because of you have not only a wide organization, do you think to be active student as worth it to be self development things that influence you?
Yeah, I think all of them is important for me because kayak di organisasi juga penting menurutku ya, karena aku selain jabat teman yang banyak, lebih banyak teman lagi, juga bisa belajar kayak di sekretaris So I know how to write a letter or something like that. And in other organization, I think I learned about how to make a good design for interact the viewer of the social media. I think ya tetap harus balance lah antara yang organisasi, terus harus tetap peduli juga tentang how our education.
Okay, so to be active is a good tool for you guys. Not only it's a hard things to do, but of course it get this what is
plus
it like
minus
benefit too. And because of before the commercial break, you say that you have an admirer in the first years. Do you think that you have what is it like? You have junior, but this junior can make you more develop yourself. You realize that since they come in university, even is more younger than you, but you get some good influence from the junior.
Yeah, I think I got some good influence because the younger kayak junior kita tuh kayak lebih aktif gitu ya dari kita sebenarnya. Jadi
lebih on time.
Ya, lebih on time, lebih aktif.
Semacam sindiran halus ya.
Untuk diriku sendiri.
Untuk dirimu sendiri. Oke, go ahead, lanjutin.
Terus I think it's really different with us when we were in first semester. I think they're better than us, honestly.
Okay.
So jadi kayak lebih bisa memotivasi diri kita buat lebih baik lagi, buat kayak misal nanti di kepengurusan berikutnya kan mesti mereka bakal kelihatannya itu bakal lebih baik dari kita gitu loh. Jadi kita memotivasi juga buat kita.
So you think they are become your reminder?
Yeah,
because of they are more on time in every activity.
Yes.
Okay. How about Iqbal?
I was inspired from my junior because he's my junior, but somehow he's older than me.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Even though he's already older than me, kayak dia nggak gengsi gitu loh. Ketidakgengsiannya itu menginspirasi aku. Kadang kan aku masih melakukan sesuatu kayak, I think I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that when I get older. I'm gonna do that when I'm ready. Tapi dia dengan usianya yang jauh lebih dewasa, dengan sekelilingnya dia yang jauh lebih muda, gengsinya dia itu nggak ada dan dia mau belajar. Bahkan dia mau kayak nanya ke orang-orang yang lebih muda. Menurutku itu adalah salah satu karakter yang berarti gitu.
Yeah, because of when we going to university, not all the juniors is younger than us.
Yes, exactly.
They can be older than us because of maybe they have a gap year or something. Jadi memang kadang-kadang self development bisa tumbuh nggak cuma karena pengaruh dari senior, tapi juga dari junior ya. Benar-benar. Okay, so I'm a bit curious too for Nanda ya. Have you ever heard that there is someone makes you as a role model or maybe making you as their what is it like a person who be admiring by this person? I mean, kamu malah yang admirirkan, maksudnya kamu malah yang dikagumi sama orang lain dan kamu tuh dapat infonya dari orang lain gitu.
Dari mulut ke mulut
dari
gitu.
mulut ke mulut.
Pengalaman pertamanya aku ngerasain kayak gitu tuh when I was visiting Smada as a dubas.
Okay.
Yeah, I was visiting English Club Smada. And then there were in my first visit tuh masih yang kayak ya udah aja gitu kan, masih kenalan juga, and like mereka ada banyak member baru karena baru open recruitment gitu-gitu. And then in my second visit, leader English Club itu dia cowok kan, terus ngomong ke aku pas mau pulang gitu kayak, Mbak Nanda katanya ada yang bilang gitu anak kelas 10 sama 11 gitu. Iya dia bilang kayak, Mbak Nanda ada yang bilang katanya Mbak Nanda kayak Safiera COC gitu.
Yes.
Itu ada yang itu dia ngomong sama aku secara langsung dan ngomong lagi di chat gitu loh. Terus habis itu aku kayak amin, tapi bingung gitu loh kayak apa nih emang gitu-gitu. Terus dia bilang kayak katanya pembawaannya vibes-nya gitu.
Soalnya
kalau secara muka kan aku nggak merasa mirip, cuma Iya lo terus kayak
Iya.
ya ada yang bilang kayak pembawaannya sama, mungkin Xaviera kan sering kelihatan pakai pasmina
Iya,
gitu.
betul.
Nah kayak dari apa ya, how
The way
I dress
the way she confidence maybe.
kayak gitu. Itu kayak it was my first experience of getting like that. Apalagi aku kan kayak my love language is affirmation ya.
Iya.
Jadi kayak itu tuh memboost mood aku sampai sebulan gitu. Terus after that the second experience was pas temu bahasa. Pas temu bahasa itu kan at the end of the events we asked the member to write first impression, to write like impressions for the crew, untuk kepanitiaannya, untuk pengurus dan juga untuk acara tersebut. And then the MC-nya Hisma waktu itu, the MC membacakan yang menarik-menarik lah gitu. Terus aku juga pas itu kaget karena tiba-tiba dibacain pertama ya kalau nggak salah. Kayak pertama kali baca tuh langsung gimana ya, aku lupa. Kayak, pokoknya intinya mulai hari ini atau apa gitu Mbak Nanda menginspirasi aku gitu. And then abis itu dari situ aku udah kayak bingung, aku soalnya kan rame kan disorakin segala macam, aku cuma kayak makasih siapapun yang nulis, makasih. Terus and then at the end of the events juga kan udah nih pembubaran, and there I was really shocked that there were many of them that asked to take a picture together with me.
Oh my god, you are looks like artist. Suddenly become a celebrity.
I had no idea about that. Cuman aku kira kan kalau cewek-cewek biasalah ya, foto is a must gitu. Cuma kayak nggak habis gitu loh, ada terus event yang cowok-cowok gitu, kayak pas mereka yang cowok pada mau foto di depan bannernya itu, aku kan minggir kan, akhirnya ya udah foto gitu. Terus dia kayak kak sama kakaknya, terus sampai pas mau pulang juga ada cewek, aku inget banget dia PBI juga semester 1 yang mau pulang, she wanted to go home, terus habis itu she came right in front of me, salam yang sampai kayak Kak aku doain ya Kak, aku pengen kayak kakaknya. Kayak gitu, aku terharu jujur. I was blushing and then terharu at the same time sih. But that helps me a lot, yang kayak, tapi aku justru nggak ngerasain kayak aku udah bagus nih, cuman berarti kayak aku berarti harus lebih ini lagi karena ternyata apa yang aku lakukan berdampak untuk orang lain gitu.
Betul.
It helps you to more improve yourself, for developing yourself, because of you get some special treatment as looks like an artist, or special treatment to taking a photo. Oke. Ya kadang memang kalau dipuji orang akhirnya kita jadi ngerasa kita harus mempertahankan atau meningkatkan gitu. Benar-benar. Iqbal gimana, Bal? Pernah digituin juga nggak?
It's maybe different with Nanda experience. I'm more as simple things like you do understand, like a lot of siswa di my faculty, it's actually like super quiet. They kind of like give you vibe of no lab. You know what I mean? You know
no
what
lab
I mean?
vibes.
You know what I mean? And then there's one day I ever do teaching in front of a lot of college student, and then after that somehow there's one random girl, I don't even know who she is, I don't remember the face, suddenly send me a direct message. Confession. Emang suddenly pokoknya dia bilang gini, halo mas, aku ini yang kemarin ikut kelas jam segini gitu. Kebanyakan dia kan actually it's have different major, jadi jurusannya beda tapi masih di fakultas yang sama. Aku lihat kakak tingkat yang lain itu rasanya kayak pada diem-diem, aktifnya kalau di luar kelas gitu-gitu kan. Tapi ngelihat Mas Iqbal ternyata bisa juga ya seorang mahasiswa teknik memiliki pembawaan yang maksudnya komunikatif begitu. Pengen deh bisa komunikatif juga. Gimana sih caranya biar di depan atau ngajar anak-anak yang notabene baru pertama kali ketemu biar nggak nervous gitu. Makanya ya belajar aja, kalau misalnya kamu menguasai materinya juga nanti bisa. Tapi nggak akan bisa kayak gitu pasti. Makasih banget udah ngajarin kemarin, and if I'm not mistaken, she also have a good score. Jadi karena skornya dia juga bagus, jadi dia nggak ngulang lagi. Sebenarnya pengen ikut kelas yang lain, tapi kebetulan aku langsung lulus, jadinya nggak ngulang kelasnya gitu.
Iya, nggak ketemu lagi dong.
Ya, gagal deh. Padahal udah mau di prospek.
I don't even remember. Karena waktu itu satu kelas kan jumlahnya agak lumayan banyak kan, kayak ada sekitar 40-an, kayak 40-an. So I don't remember each of their face. Gitu. Jadi aku bingung, ini yang mana yang duduk di mana? Aku kok nggak begitu notice. And then she sent me a direct message gitu.
Okay. So the the good influence for you is you feels like you to be
jadi,
the person.
Jadi gimana ya? Kalau misalnya apa yang kita lakukan tapi bukan bidangnya kita, like mengajarkan bukan bidangnya aku, tapi diapresiasi kan, it's such a good thing.
Oke. Menarik ya.
Menarik juga.
Menarik juga.
Get appreciated.
Tapi tadi kayaknya kita baru nanya ke Nanda ya. Siapa tahu Hisma juga pernah punya cerita yang mirip kayak Nanda. Mungkin orang justru menjadikan Hisma sebagai teladan atau contoh atau yang dikagumi, pernah nggak?
I think not for the junior, but my friend ever told me that kayak kamu tuh kayak sibuk banget ya gini gitu. Terus kayak really inspire them, I think. And terus kayak gimana ya, kayak memotivasi mereka buat ikut organisasi yang lain gitu loh, not only in the class and something like that.
Ya. Aku juga dulu waktu ikut organisasi karena terinspirasi lihat temanku dan juga kakak tingkatku yang mereka kelihatan aktif dan mereka masih terlihat enjoy dan mereka dapat benefitnya. Kadang influence-nya justru juga malah dari situ, bukan karena kita tertarik sama organisasinya.
Eventually eventually environment impacts a lot.
You know guys, I got a scholarship because of I joined an organization BEM in my college when I was in diploma, and I got the scholarship and information because of I'm active in this organization. Jadi memang kadang kalau kita aktif di organisasi jadi kebelibet di organisasi, kita juga banyak info-info yang tidak didapatkan sama orang-orang yang nggak ikut organisasi, ya nggak sih?
Exactly. Ya sih, terus kalau misal mau ada event-event apa tahu duluan.
That's right.
Tahu dulu ordal.
Yang jadi malas adalah kita jadi bahan pertanyaan gitu. Nanya event ini dong, nanya
kunci
event
jawaban
ini
loh.
Gitu.
Emang beneran ya ada itu bener nggak sih? Itu hoax nggak sih gitu?
Iya bener. Jadi kadang kita mau jawab duluan takut informasinya masih mau dikit gitu. Nggak mau ngomong tapi teman sendiri.
Jadi no comment sih. Paling aku kayak no comment ya. Engkau tunggu aja.
Tunggu aja gitu.
Ya sih, somehow aku setuju sih with Mbak Valia, because kayak when I started to join organizations, apa yang memang ada di diri aku tuh lebih lebih keluar, terus tersalurkan seharusnya gitu. Ada wadahnya. Kayak misal I really love public speaking, so I join Nawasena, so I got the chance to teach. Aku belajar ngajar, aku belajar nge-MC kan. Kayak kalau misal aku di kelas tuh aku nggak punya loh kesempatan itu gitu loh.
That's good. Because self-development is so huge things that grow in our life. Jadi self-development itu bisa dalam hal karir, bisa dalam hal karena percintaan, bisa dalam hal organisasi juga ya. Karena pengembangan kita tuh kadang kalau matangnya itu self-development kita cuma karena satu hal, cuma karena percintaan, akhirnya kita tidak seimbang ketika menghadapi permasalahan dari masalah finansial misalkan kayak gitu. Memang di universitas itu banyak ilmu, ketika kita kuliah banyak ilmu yang kita dapatkan setelah masuk kuliah.
Yeah, we already heard a lot of good things in your first year university. Now let's listen. Have you ever regretted your decision in your first year?
Yes, I want to hear it too.
You regret it?
Yeah. And maybe you
Valia first.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will. Making sure for the question. Maybe not really regret it, but it can be like it is not a good thing to do in the past time gitu. Mungkin hal yang nggak disesali tapi juga rasanya akan lebih baik kalau tidak dilakukan gitu gitu ya. Kalau Valia di tahun pertama, I think I felt like in the first year I still like a bucin person for someone who didn't take a study in the same university for me. So I spent so many time only for focusing myself, my love, and how he reply my love and how he answering my chat. Jadi di tahun pertama itu aku masih yang childish, tidak terlalu memikirkan gimana kuliah berjalan, tapi gimana nih mengamankan percintaanku, my relationship, because of my ex is study in another town in another university gitu. Itu kayaknya hal yang perlu Valia perbaiki. Kalau misalkan Valia, if I have a time machine, I never do that.
Because that was such a wasting time,
Yeah, wasting time, and I just recognize that it's really not useful for the future, for myself. Jadi aku tuh terlambat mengetahui aku tuh jiwanya tuh di pekerjaan yang seperti apa gara-gara terlalu fokus sama percintaan.
Gitu. What a relationship. Relationship.
Okay.
Beep.
Nanda.
Why me? Why not?
Nanda.
Apa ya? My decision that I wish I never made. Apa ya, bingung.
You never regretted any of your decision when you were younger. So all of your decision when in the first year of university are the best decision ever?
Yes, especially yes. I think I have no. Gratefully I have no kind of decisions that I personally regret because I've made it. Jadi kayak lebih ke justru alhamdulillah kayak there were many decisions that I am very grateful because I made it. Gitu. Kayak justru lebih banyak yang disyukuri sih kalau aku.
Okay.
What about Hisma?
Same with Nanda actually, because I don't have anything to regret.
Okay.
Before making decision, I already think many times.
Many times.
Did I really want to join this
Do I
things
capable?
or not? Yeah, did I capable or not? So all of my decision is really kayak
Thoughtful
bermanfaat,
lah ya, thoughtful.
for
Very
me.
thoughtful, very
Yes,
demure.
Jadi kayak sangat bermanfaat gitu loh buat aku selama ini, daripada kalau misal aku nggak ngambil ini tuh kayaknya kayak sayang
that's gonna be
banget.
empty.
So I think I don't have anything to regret so far.
Yes.
Okay. Alhamdulillah kalian belum falling in love yang terlalu bucin sama seseorang. Pertahankan. Karena kita sudah menjawab ya. Kita menantikan jawaban yang satu ini nggak sih?
Iya, betul.
You have to answer it your question too.
Your turn.
In first year of university, I signed up in a lot of organization in college. A lot. Like I almost signed up like maybe 50% of all organization in the college. But to looking for the right one. So I'm that type of person who try first, and then when I'm feeling like it's not me, I'm gonna quit it. And then I suddenly only focus on the some of organization, not all of them. But the things that I regretted is I'm too focused on organization in a college. I wish back then I also try to looking for organization outside of the college. So when I grow older now, like a lot of my friends who also doing some organization outside of the college, they already know people outside the campus. They not only know angkatan berapa, senior berapa, juniornya, dosennya, kenalan mereka itu nggak sebatas itu. Karena the best thing about college is expand your network, right?
Yes,
jadi aku
explore
yang aku iri adalah saat network orang itu nggak sebatas kampus aja, tapi ada di luar kampus. So I wish back then I'm not only focused on organization in the campus, but I also enjoy maybe like one or two organization outside of the college. It would be better.
Yeah, that's a good advance too for us. Karena rata-rata rata-rata teman-teman kuliah juga baru fokusnya di organisasi yang di dalam kampus ya. Mungkin antara nggak percaya diri atau takut atau mungkin nyari temen, belum ada temen yang di organisasi di luar kampus.
The
gitu.
most mistaken things is you looking for a friends. Kayak ngajakin you bareng you daftar. No, just do it with yourself gitu. Daftar aja. Jangan nunggu ada temen baru daftar. Itu kayak kesalahan yang paling common sih.
That's also kayak a common mistake when you join organization, even if it's inside the campus. Kayak I personally totally disagree with people who join organization just because their friends do that. Kayak don't do it because others, do it because yourself, yourself gitu loh. Karena kalau misalnya enggak, nanti kayak temennya dapet mesti ikut.
Betul.
Karena nanti alasannya kayak ya dia enggak, aku nggak ada temen yang lain. Padahal kayak sometimes if we're talking about if you feel you have no friends inside of it, menurut aku bisa jadi ada kayak there's a possibility because you pull out yourself karena kamu menarik diri, padahal sebenarnya orang di dalam tuh welcome loh. Jadi berasa kebalikannya karena ya kamu menarik diri ya, yang lain awkward gitu, padahal aslinya welcome.
Iya betul banget. Karena kalau misalkan kita gabung sama organisasi dan ngikutin temen, kalau temennya lagi kehilangan motivasi, akhirnya nggak mau
ikutan karena motivasinya teman.
Betul, oke. Karena sekarang nih ya kita tinggal punya sekitar 10 menit Iqbal, kayaknya kita harus move ke segmen berikutnya. Ada listener time, jadi buat Pesona Inspira yang mau gabung tanya-tanya kosakata atau mungkin tanya-tanya seputar obrolan tadi nih ya, boleh langsung bergabung di 082323839996. Pesona Inspira, saatnya Pesona Inspira bergabung di 082323839996. Is listener time. Listener time. Ya, Pesona Inspira, Valia tahu mungkin Pesona Inspira ngerasa kayak ragu-ragu gitu ya, takut bahasa Inggrisnya salah. Justru karena Pesona Inspira mungkin masih pengen tahu bahasa Inggrisnya kosakata A, B, C, D, boleh tanyain aja di nomor WhatsApp seperti biasa, dan kita akan menunggu ya sampai program ini pamitan ya, sampai kita pamitan. Sambil menunggu Pesona Inspira yang mau bergabung, mau nanyain kosakata atau mungkin membagikan kosakata, kita akan move dulu ke segmen berikutnya juga ya Iqbal ya, ada Learn with Pesona. What's your new vocab today? Kosakata baru apa hari ini? Let's enriching our vocab. Perkaya kosakata baru hari ini bersama Learn with Pesona.
I can speak.
Yes, dari ruang siar kita sudah siapkan sekitar 10 kosakata ya untuk dibagikan ke Pesona Inspira yang mau mempelajari vocabulary baru dari bahasa Inggris. Mungkin Hisma sama Nanda nih bisa kasih tahu dong 10 kosakatanya apa aja? Mungkin 5 ya masing-masing ya.
So the first one is growth. It's spelled Growth.
Mungkin bisa spelling pakai bahasa Indonesia juga.
Oke. Bahasa Indonesia GROWTH.
Oke.
Growth.
Artinya
it means proses bertumbuh secara pribadi, termasuk peningkatan kemampuan, pemahaman dan kualitas diri, atau singkatnya perkembangan diri.
Oke. Yes. Next.
So the second one, mindset. MINDSET atau bahasa Indonesianya MINDSET, mindset, yaitu cara berpikir atau pandangan seseorang yang mempengaruhi cara menghadapi situasi dan tantangan.
Oke.
So the third one is motivation. MOTIVATION atau MOTIVATION, which is dorongan atau alasan yang mendorong seseorang untuk melakukan tindakan atau mencapai tujuan. And the fourth one is resilience. RESILIENCE atau RESILIENCE, yang berarti kemampuan untuk bangkit kembali dari kesulitan atau kegagalan dan tetap maju meskipun ada rintangan.
Oke, kemampuan menyesuaikan diri terhadap situasi. Next, yang kelima.
Yang kelima, adaptability. ADAPTABILITY atau ADAPTABILITY, yaitu kemampuan untuk menyesuaikan diri dengan situasi, kondisi, atau perubahan baru secara efektif.
Oke. Next dari Nanda mungkin 5 kosakata baru. Nanti spellingnya langsung ke bahasa Indonesia aja nggak apa-apa.
Oke, jadi ini for the sixth one we got disciplined. Spellnya in Indo DISCIPLINE, which is kemampuan untuk mengontrol diri sendiri dan konsisten dalam tindakan, terutama dalam mencapai tujuan jangka panjang.
Oke, simpelnya ini adalah bahasa Inggrisnya disiplin gitu ya.
Disiplin, ya,
Disiplin. Oke, next.
Next one we got focus. So it's FOCUS. Artinya kemampuan untuk berkonsentrasi pada satu tujuan atau tugas tanpa terganggu oleh hal lain.
Oke, next.
Next we got confidence. CONFIDENCE, yaitu keyakinan pada kemampuan diri sendiri untuk menghadapi tantangan dan mengambil keputusan.
Oke, percaya diri ya.
Yoi.
Selanjutnya ada kosakata apa lagi?
Ada reflection atau REFLECTION.
Oke.
Yaitu proses merenung atau mengevaluasi pengalaman, tindakan, atau keputusan untuk memahami dengan lebih baik dan berkembang.
Oke, reflection ya.
Yeah.
Next, yang terakhir.
The last one we got collaboration. It's COLLABORATION, yaitu kemampuan untuk bekerja sama dengan orang lain secara efektif demi mencapai tujuan bersama.
Oke, ada 10 kosakata dan tadi sudah di spelling juga pakai bahasa Indonesia. Jadi kalau Pesona Inspira tadi bingung, aduh di spelling kok pakai bahasa Inggris, saya nggak tahu bahasa Inggrisnya apa gitu, malah bingung nyatetnya. Tapi tadi sama teman-teman, sama Nanda, sama Hisma sudah di spelling juga dalam bahasa Indonesia. Jadi Pesona Inspira punya 10 kosakata baru. Dan dari Valia akan tambahkan 1 kosakata karena dari tadi kita ngomongin self development. Jadi Valia mau kasih kata development ya. Hurufnya ada DEVELOPMENT ya. Artinya peningkatan atau perkembangan. Kalau Iqbal nih mikir, ayo.
It's your turn, bro.
Cause now I'm old, I'm gonna say younger.
Oh my god.
Younger.
Oke, younger.
YOUNGER.
Oke.
Lebih muda.
Oke, ada isiwan. It's okay, nggak apa-apa. Iqbal, karena kita sebentar lagi harus pamitan, tapi kita harus cek dulu apakah ada chat atau tidak.
Masih belum so far ya, masih belum ada. Mungkin Pesona Inspira juga masih malu-malu kucing.
Malu-malu kucing, oke. Mungkin Pesona Inspira yang pengen gabung tapi nggak pengen secara live gitu ya, boleh juga nanti di minggu depan kirim dulu atensinya lewat WhatsApp, atau mungkin rekaman suaranya lewat WhatsApp, nanti baru kita putarkan juga boleh. Oke, karena saat ini sudah pukul 14 ya Iqbal ya?
Yes, kurang 3 menit.
Kurang 3 menit, oke. Kita waktunya untuk closing statement dulu. Dimulai dari Nanda first.
Mungkin closing statementnya ini aja, apa namanya, saran untuk para mahasiswa yang masih di semester 1.
Iya, boleh.
Okay, maybe like a little tips kali ya, tips and advice. For me, advice-nya adalah when you're just a fresh student, I mean in the first semester, just please explore everything. I mean everything in your capability. Jadi kayak it's exploring when you are in the first semester is very important. It's an essential thing to do, but it's more important to measure your own capability gitu. Jadi kayak kalian tuh explore tuh penting, tapi mengukur kemampuan diri sendiri juga jauh lebih penting. Kayak misal waktunya and still prioritize college, prioritize unis, kayak unis life lah, tugas dan lain-lain itu tuh harus tetap di nomor satukan gitu. Jangan sampai ya again kayak makanya aku bilang explore atau kayak ikut ini itu yang disenangi itu tuh baik, tapi lebih baik lagi kalau memperhatikan kemampuan diri sendiri, karena kan yang ngejalanin juga kita. Jangan sampai yang penting ikut banyak lah biar kelihatan aktif, mending ikut sedikit nggak apa-apa tapi kan yang dikerjakan maksimal, outputnya jelas buat diri sendiri, membantu perkuliahan mungkin gitu. Jangan sampai malah decrease academics quality gitu, kayak malah menurunkan, jadi mungkin jadi kayak malas berangkat kelas karena misal minggu rapat nih terus Senin kelas, terus Seninnya malah nggak kelas karena minggunya kayak gituan tuh kayak I think it's not a good decision gitu. But like tipsnya dari aku apa ya, tipsnya itu jangan takut belajar hal baru gitu. Kayak do not apa ya, just be brave gitu, just encourage yourself to try new things, to say hi to new people, to adjust yourself with the environment, it'll be okay gitu.
Oke, kayaknya udah pas jam 14.00 ya. Kita nggak perlu ya? Oh, perlu ya? Oh, yang
Kita nggak usah apa-apa.
Kita nggak usah ya, Isma aja ya.
I think for the first semester student, I think it's important for you to focus on your study, but it also would be better if you want to explore anything at the college life, because kayak sayang aja kamu udah di kuliah tapi cuma belajar nggak explore apa-apa di situ. Dan ya penting juga buat ngukur kemampuan diri sendiri dan ya do better at everything that you take.
So mungkin kalau dari Valia simple aja. When we talking about the self development, don't think the first year's college as the hardest year or the most relaxing year for you to go through. It's actually the best time for you to collect and get used to the good things in your life. Okay. That's it. And we wanna move to Iqbal, but Iqbal looks like still thinking it.
Since you are a freshman of a college year, you need to understand that college and high school are two different things. Leave your bad habit at the college and bring the good habit at the university. Jadi bawa kebiasaan baiknya di universitas ya. Tolong kebiasaan buruknya ditinggal di SMA aja.
Iya, benar.
Jangan dibawa-bawa. Yang udah aja.
Yang udah aja.
Benar. Sama halnya dengan siaran hari ini ya Pesona Inspira, kalau banyak hal-hal baik, kosakata baik, kalimat-kalimat yang bisa diserap gitu ya, cara belajar untuk practice speaking yang baik boleh dipraktekkan, boleh dibawa. Tapi misalkan ada yang kurang baik, misalkan tadi ada spill seseorang, nggak usah dipikirin ya.
Aku mau memikirkannya.
Oke, akhirnya Valia harus mengucapkan terima kasih banyak kepada Pesona Inspira yang sudah dari tadi mendengarkan. Dan akhir kata saya Valia,
saya Isma Azara,
saya Nanda,
dan I'm Iqbal Santosa. Kami pamit undur diri.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.